Hello and welcome to the video lecture of the chapter French Revolution. In this chapter we will study about French Revolution, how French Revolution happened, what French Revolution was, and what kind of situations were there in France that led to the French Revolution. So we will study about all these things. Okay, so let's start. Okay, so background of French Revolution. In 1774, Louis XVI ascended the throne of France, but to an empty treasure. The France was reeling under a tremendous debt. The amount of debt had crossed over 2 billion livres. For meeting these debts, increase in taxation was inevitable. So what we see here is that in 1774, Louis XVI, who was the king of France, Louis XVI. So before Louis XVI, Louis XV was the king of France. So anyways, in 1717, Louis XVI ascended the throne of France, but to an empty treasure. Means there was no money in the France. There was no treasure left. There was no money, no property left for France. France was reeling under a tremendous debt. Means France was already under a lot of debt. Means France was already under a lot of loan and due to that a lot of pressure. The amount of debt had crossed over 2 billion livres. Livres is a form of currency that was used in France in that time. So the amount of debt had crossed over 2 billion livres. Means the amount of debt was more than 200 billion livres for France, and there was no money to pay it. For meeting these debt, increase in taxation was inevitable. Means what could he possibly do? There was no money left in France. So what did Louis XVI do? Louis XVI started the increase in taxation. Means it was inevitable, it was unavoidable. He could not avoid the increase in taxation. So he decided to increase the taxation. So that was the case. Then the French society during the 18th century. The French society was divided into three estates. In the 18th century, the French society was divided into three estates. The first estate, the second estate, and the third estate. Let us see what these estates were. The first estate, clergy. The second estate, nobility. The third estate, big businessmen, merchants, court officials, peasants, artisans, landless laborers, servants, etc. Some were rich and some were poor in third estate. The burden of taxation was only for the third estate. So basically, in the 18th century, French society was divided into three estates. The first estate being the clergy members, means the member of the church. The second estate being the nobility, means the rich people and noble people, the aristocratic people. The third estate carried the big businessmen, merchants, court officials, peasants, artisans, landless laborers, servants. So we see some of the members in the third estate are rich people and some are poor people. Rich people are like big businessmen, merchants, court officials. These people were rich people. Peasants, artisans, landless laborers, servants. These people were poor people. So we see that third estate carries both rich and poor people. But in the case of first and second estate, all the people are rich. And the one point is to note here that only the third estate carried the burden of taxation. Means only the member of third estate had to pay taxation and not the first and second estate. So this was the discrimination that was being followed up in France. The discrimination being that first and second estate did not have to pay any taxes, but all the taxes were only for the member of third estate. So this was the discrimination that was being followed up in France. Then growth of middle classes. After this, the growth of middle classes started happening. We will see who the persons of middle classes were. The 18th century witnessed the emergence of middle class who believed that no group of society should be privileged by birth. These ideas were put forward by philosophers such as Rousseau. These ideas were discussed everywhere and it stirred the awareness in people in general. So in 18th century, the 18th century saw the rise of middle class people. These middle class peoples were philosophers, thinkers. So they believed that no person should be privileged by birth, means no person should be given the right just because he has been born in a rich family or just because he has been born in a fortunate family, because it is the kind of discrimination that they did not want in their country. So the middle class people, the middle classes started thinking that no class should have the privilege by birth, no person should have the privilege by birth. This was their thinking. These ideas were put forward by philosophers such as Rousseau. Rousseau was the philosopher of France. He wrote many books, and in his books he would advocate the ideas of middle classes, the ideas that no person should be privileged by his birth. These ideas were discussed everywhere and it stirred the awareness in people in general. So these ideas were discussed about everywhere, means people in cafes, people in coffee shop and tea shops, and people in street, people everywhere started discussing these things. People started discussing this idea, the idea that anyone should not be privileged by birth. So these ideas were being discussed everywhere. Now, the outbreak of revolution. Why did the revolution happen? We will see. Long years of war had already drained France of its resources. A new assembly was called to increase the tax rate and to levy new taxes. Members of Third Estate wanted everyone to vote in the assembly, but Louis XVI denied it. Infuriated by this, the Third Estate members protested and walked out of the assembly and later declared themselves as National Assembly. So we have already seen that when Louis XVI ascended the throne, it was only for empty treasure, means there was no treasure for him to rule over, there was no property, no money for him to rule over. So what he decided to levy the taxes, levy more taxes and increase the existing tax rates. And for that he had to call an assembly. In that assembly all the members of three estates were invited: the first estate, the second estate and the estate. The members of third estate of course just stood in the back of the hall, and the members of first and second estate were provided good places to sit. So the members of third estate were there only to watch the proceeding. They did not have any right to vote, but they wanted to vote in it. They wanted everyone, means all the members of third estate wanted everyone to vote in this, everyone to vote on the matter of taxation. They wanted everyone to vote on the matter of taxation, that whether taxation should be increased, new tax rates should be levied or not. But of course king denied it. The king Louis XVI denied this demand, and because he denied these demands, the people of third estate were infuriated, means they were very angry because of this, and they protested. Of course they were very angry, so that is why they protest against it. And in their protest they walked out of the assembly, they walked out of the hall before the assembly was finished, and later declared themselves National Assembly. And after some time the members of third estate declared themselves as National Assembly. We will see we will see the more of the French Revolution in our next video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you understood everything about this chapter. Thank you.